on. And we'll say hello to everybody. Hello, everybody. Thank you very much for watching. Let me know if you can hear us and see us okay. Regular viewers of mine will know that I've been having various audio and video issues over the last few weeks. So please let me know if you can hear us and you can see us and it's all sounding fine. If not, I'll switch it all off and on again and we'll see what happens. But welcome to a live playthrough of an early access game. This is Threshold. It is the latest game that's going to be coming from Open Owl Studios, and it is going to be going to crowdfunding a week tomorrow. October 28th is when it's going to be going to crowdfunding. There will be a link to it in the description of this video. If that link is not there yet, I will be adding it very shortly. JP's joining me this afternoon from the Whose Turn Is It Anyway podcast, and we've spent the day playing this so far. I spent most of the weekend learning it. Me and JP have been playing it this morning, but we have a few caveats before we start today. The first one is that this is an early access game. Okay, so the way that Open Owl Studio... Well, no, let's talk about other companies first. Right. Other companies go onto Kickstarter with a finished game. And when you look at their Kickstarter campaign, you see all of the latest artwork, and the game is done. The game is absolutely 100% done. Open Owl Studios do not do that. What Open Owl Studios do is, in my opinion, not giving my opinions in this video, but in my opinion,
dangerous.
Kickstarter is designed for people who want to create something and need the funding to be able to do so. And that's exactly what this is. So Open Owl Studios, they go to crowdfunding, and I've spoken to Brendan from Open Owl Studios, and he basically said, yeah, after the crowdfunding campaign is finished, there's going to be at least another year's worth of development on this game. So if you back this game next week, you are not going to get it straight away. You're not going to get it for a few months. There is a lot of work to do on this game. And what we're going to show you today is we're going to give you a look at the game, and we're going to show you enough of the game to give you a feel of how it works. But nothing is final. Absolutely everything you see here is a prototype. The rules that we're going to be playing with are probably going to change. So this is not intended to be a 100% accurate how to play video, because, yeah, the game is still under development. Saying that, I think, certainly from my experience with this game so far, by watching today's video, you are going to get an idea of how it plays to see whether it's your kind of thing, even though some of the finer details and the card balance and the rules are going to be tweaked. Now, there are some other content creators that have already covered this game. Steve from Co-op Guild, Mike from One Stop Co-op Shop. Check out their videos if you're interested. Mike does a solo playthrough. Steve did a two-player playthrough. But both of their playthroughs have started right at the start. At the start of this campaign, you start off as level 0 characters with like a rusty sword and a little bit of a battered helmet. And you start doing lots of nice, easy quests at the start. Today, we're going to be doing something different. We are level 10. Now, this game is going to take you through to level 40, I believe, and you're going to be playing over 3 different regions. We have one region, which is the Heartland Prairies. This region will take you kind of up to about level 15, but I believe, from the information I have, there's going to be 3 regions included in the game. There'll be another region after this one, which is levels 16 to 30, and then there'll be a final region, which is level 31 to 40. If you've played any kind of MMO on the computer, this game comes the closest to that experience than I've ever seen in a board game. And all credit to Open Owl Studios for kind of breaking the mold with board games. They tend to do things a little bit differently. And there's been lots of other board games over the years that have sort of tried to create the MMO experience, but nothing has managed to do it in a kind of quick, streamlined way that this has. I mean, we played this afternoon or this morning, and in the space over the course of what, 2-3 hours, we'd leveled up to level 3 or 4. So it isn't one of those games where you're going to be playing it for months and months on end just to get a level. You will be leveling up fairly quickly at the start of the game. Definitely. If you do have any questions, Brendan is in the chat. Brendan is the CEO, COO, whatever, see something of an Open Owl Studios, and he's very, very involved in this game. So he knows all the details about it. And of course, everything that we say here might change between now and next week. For the full details of everything that's going to be included, like how many different classes there are going to be, because it's going to be a 1 to 4 player game. We're playing 2-player today. We have the Mystic and we have the Guardian. I don't know how many other classes are going to appear in the game, but suffice it to say, what you see here is a small portion of what's going to be included in the game. So, 200 years ago, was the end of a great war. And basically everybody fell out with each other, probably about whether to put cream or jam on top. But it's been 200 years since that war, and everybody's been at peace since. And we've been all celebrating, and we've had this month-long celebration where everybody's been really happy, and we had lots of cupcakes and cups of tea, and everything was fine. And then the portals reopened. So if you have a look at our overland map, you'll see here, this is a portal. So these portals actually last opened about 1,000 years ago, and lots of monsters came through. And that's what's happened now. So the portals have reopened, lots of monsters have been coming through, and our characters started off as level 0 characters in this town here, Bayfort. And that was it. That's how the campaign started. But that was level 0. Since then, we've been doing lots of stuff.
Been busy, haven't we?
What have you been up to?
More tea and killing.
You were you helped the guy with his wagon.
I did help the guy with his wagon. We delivered some berries to make pie.
We made some pies.
Yeah.
We met up with a guy called Robin Cowell.
We did.
Over here. We did some jobs for him. We went and got some secret stuff because he was robbing from rich people and giving it to people with not a lot of money.
Yes.
I mean, it's
familiar.
It's very, very honourable. But basically what you have here is kind of this open worldy kind of sandboxy style game.
Yeah.
There's lots of things that you can do in the game. You can go off and you can start mining resources. You can go off and you can do quests. You can do all sorts of things in the game. But the driving factor in what's going to level you up is the quests. And as you can see over on this board here, we currently have 5 quests. And if we just have a look here, you will see the location of those quests. So there's a little identification icon on them. That quest, for example, there is here. That one is down here. That one is here. That one is here. And that one is over here. And each of those quests has on it a recommended level. Now, we're currently level 10. So, for example, this is recommended level 13. We probably don't want to do that one yet. We could, but we probably don't want to. And each player takes their turns individually. We do not have to stick together on the Overland board. This is not one of those games, although it's cooperative, where we move as a group, excuse me, and we fight as a group. One of us could be going off doing a quest. Yep. Another one could be going off doing another quest. Somebody else could be going and gathering resources. And there's other things to do on this board as well. We can fight the mobs. We can attack these encampments. Lots and lots of different things that we can do in the game. So we've had a discussion beforehand, and we've decided that we're going to be doing the barrier breaking quest, which is here.
Yeah.
Do you want to just read a bit of flavour on that?
Sure thing.
I'll put the card here, in fact. I'll put the card here, and people can see it. There you go.
There you go. So it says Lieutenant Gaffin has brought dire news. Huge sentinels are pounding the ground next to the lakes atop the eastern terraces, he says. Cracks are already forming in the cliffs above Clovershire. The villagers fear an avalanche and subsequent flood may destroy the town. He's looking for volunteers to stop the sentinels.
And that's what we're going to do. And you can see here on the map, it tells you where to place this token so that you know where it is on the Overland map. So that's the quest that we've decided we're going to do right now. But as I say, we could split up. We could do different quests. There's all sorts of things. What I will say, though, in the game is that any quest which results in combat, the difficulty of that combat is based on the number of players in the game. So if you're playing a 4-player game and you go off and you do one of the combat quests on your own,
good luck.
Yeah, good luck. That's not going to happen. But you will see, because we're going to demonstrate this at the start, that players can enter combat at different points. So the general structure of this game is that it plays in a series of rounds. And one cool thing about this game, which I think is different from anything else that I've ever seen, is the round structure is the same no matter whether you are on the board traveling around and interacting with the towns and the cities or anything like that, or you're actually in combat on one of the combat maps. And this shouldn't be here yet. We'll get this out in a minute. But you play around with the cards that you have in your hand. So each player will have a deck of cards. We'll explain that more later on. But these decks have been built for me by Brendan and some of the playtesters. Thank you very much for this. To represent our characters at their current state of experience. And at the start of each round, you will have 5 cards in hand. So you will have drawn 5 cards from your deck in your hand. And what's going to happen is one of us is going to take a turn, and in that turn, we will use our cards to do things on the board. At the end of their turn, they will draw back up to 5 cards, and then the other player will take a turn. And once everybody has taken a turn, the enemies take a turn.
Mm-hmm.
Now, that doesn't sound unique or different in any way, but you will see when you get into combat, the combat rules are not a separate game to this. They kind of use the same game, and you can have one player fighting a combat while other players are walking around on this board. Anyway, that's what you're going to see now, because JP is going to take the first turn of the game, and you've decided that you're going to go to this location and try and sort out these sentinels.
I'm being brave.
You are.
Because recommended level is 11, and we're 10, right?
Mm-hmm. And you're going on your own.
I'm going on my own.
He's going on his own.
So this could be the worst start of any live stream.
So when you are on the overworld map, which we are now, you'll notice that there are these roads between some of the spaces. Now, if you want to move along a road into an adjacent space, it's going to cost you 1 card. So you basically discard any 1 card from your hand, doesn't matter what the card is, to move along a road. If you want to move to an adjacent space that is not on a road, it costs 2 cards. So for JP to move from here to here, he's going to have to discard 2 cards from his hand.
I am.
And I'm saying it doesn't matter which cards. It does matter which cards, because you will want certain cards to keep in your hand for the combat.
Exactly.
But
it's kind of tuning your hand ready for the combat.
Yeah.
But what you actually spend for moving doesn't matter in itself in this case. So
okay.
I will that one.
Yep.
And
okay. Now, once you are on a location, nothing happens immediately. What you have to do is you have to engage, and you engage by basically spending 1 card from your hand to engage with this quest.
It's another card gone.
And it's another card gone.
I know.
And you might think this is really bad because JP's about to get into this fight and he's only got 2 cards left in his hand. But don't worry, the designers have sorted that out. So what we now do is we're engaging with this. And at that point, what we do is we get the book, we get the encounter book for the Heartland Prairies, which is here. And we turn to, the quest is HP 23?
23.
HP 23. Okay, so this is the encounter that we're having. It tells us which map we need to set up. We are playing 2 characters, so we need 2 calcified fairies. One of them's going to go there, another one's going to go there, and we need a crumbling guardian, and we know that JP is going to go on here. And the objective is to defeat all enemies. So we're going to set up the combat map. There are lots of these included in the game of various sizes and organizations. We're going to be using these standees today, but we're going to lay them down. The game does have really nice miniatures included in it, but you wouldn't be able to see who's who on the board. So we're not going to use those today.
They're your enemies.
So we got 2 calcified fairies. 1 there.
1, 2. Yep.
And 1 there. And we have a crumbling guardian, which is down here.
Yep.
Right. Okay. So those enemies are represented by cards, which we need to get out, and we're going to put here. So here is the crumbling guardian, and then we also have the calcified fairy. So you can see here the stats. This is how much health they've got. This is how much damage they deal. This is how much their block counters are worth. If they have any block counters, that's how much they're worth. And this is their speed value, and that is purely to determine the order in which they go. In fact, I'm going to put these that way around because I believe, Brendan will confirm this in the chat, I believe the calcified fairies go first, because you always go lowest value first.
Yep.
So when it's the enemy's turn, they're going to go, and then the crumbling guardians. Now, each of these enemies has its own deck of cards, and you can see at the top what cards make up their combat deck. So for the calcified fairies, we need cards 1A, 1B, 1C, 2A, and 3A. And we shuffle those cards together, which we've already done. That's there. And the Crumbling Guardians is 1A, 2A, 3A, 4A, 5A, which are again all shuffled together. Now, first thing I'm going to mention is you can see on the backs of these cards, it gives you an idea of what the enemy is going to do. So we know the Calcified Fairies are going to move, put up their defences, and they're going to blink. Now, we've not fought these yet, so we don't know exactly what this is going to do. We know that the Crumbling Guardian is going to do an attack, but it's going to be a close range attack. So not a melee attack, because that's a different icon, but a short range attack. And it's going to do a tail whip. So we know what that's going to do. We also need to set up the health values, which uses tiny little counters. So the calcified fairies have 12 health. Ooh. So that's going to go on there. And that's going to go on there. And the Guardian has got 24 health.
These are spicier than earlier, aren't they?
Yeah, bigger numbers than we had earlier on today. That's it. That is the combat setup. Now, how many cards you got in your hand?
Got 2.
So it's a good job the designers have the rule that whenever you enter combat, you immediately redraw so that you now have 5 cards in hand. And now, JP actually takes a turn. So although it's still his turn, as soon as you go into combat, his turn continues, but you're now playing combat. So the differences are, now that you're in combat, well, it isn't really a difference. 1 card, if you discard a card, you move 1 space on the board. Mm-hmm. Okay, so that rule is there. Discard a card to move 1 space on the board because your character's default movement value is 1. But now, unlike on the overworld map, the cards that you play, what's printed on the cards is important. And we're going to see those cards as we're playing them. But essentially, every card that you play has a cost, which is 0 or upwards. Some cards are instants, which means they will have an effect and then they will disappear at the end of the turn. Some of them have ongoing effects, which stay in play until the condition printed on the card. So bearing in mind, you are here, the enemies are here, you know roughly what they're going to do next turn. What do you want to do?
Well, unfortunately, I don't have much in the way of offense or card draw. Okay. But I do have a lot of sprinting, so I can.
So you can run around.
I can get pretty close and shield up, which is my plan. So the first thing I'll do is play my unfazed.
Okay, so we're going to show this on the big screen. This is a card that JP has in his deck. This is an ongoing effect, as you can see here, and it actually costs 0 to play. So what he's going to do is going to put this card into play. This card has a certain keywords. These will be referred to by other effects in the game. And it sits in play and it says response. When you are attacked, discard up to 2 cards from the top of your deck and you block 2 damage for each card discarded into this way, and then you discard this card. So that is currently a card which is now in play, which sits underneath JP's player board.
Yeah.
What else are you going to play?
I'm now going to play... How many hexes am I away?
Let's have a look.
5 away from him.
Yeah, now I've noticed that the board is actually divided into zones. So certain things in the game will affect your zone or an adjacent zone, and the zones are the different coloured areas. So all of this is one zone, all of this is another zone, this is another zone, and this is another zone here. My character, for example, actually has cards which will affect adjacent zones, whereas JP's character is more of a melee character.
Yeah.
So you generally need to be
get moving.
An adjacent space.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play my sprint card, which is an instant.
Okay, so let's have a look at that on the big screen. So this is a sprint card. It's an instant card, and it costs 1 other card to play. So JP is just playing another card, but this isn't played. This is discarded.
Yeah.
So that goes to your discard pile. This, although it's an instant, it actually stays in play and will go at the end of the turn. So it doesn't go direct to the discard pile. And this is basically move up to 4 spaces. So where do you want to go?
Kind of want to go there, but then I'm in the same zone as them, and I don't know what they're going to do.
Well, you know that the Guardian is going to do an attack which is going to affect its zone.
Yeah.
So you kind of don't want to be in the same zone as the Guardian.
Where did I start?
Where did you start? Good question.
You know when you pick your token up and realise I've moved it in the wrong place? There.
You started there, yeah.
Right, 1, 2, 3. I'm going to go here.
Okay.
I'm going to hover outside of this zone.
Yep. So you sprinted.
Yeah.
So that card stays in play, and as I say, will disappear at the end of the turn.
Yeah. And basically, I have this card which costs 6. It's massive.
Yeah. So you're
not. But I'm not ready for that.
Okay.
So I'm going to use that card to put my defensive stance in.
Okay. So let's have a look at this card.
So I'm basically running a bit and then putting my shields up.
So defensive stance again, ongoing card, cost 1 to play.
Yeah.
And at the start of your turn, this is going to go back into your hand.
Yeah.
But If you or an ally are attacked by an enemy adjacent to you, you block 5 damage, and then you discard this card.
Yeah.
Okay, so again, this is in play, and if you don't use it, it will come back to your hand
Exactly.
at the start of your
So I
next
might as
turn.
well play it.
Yeah.
And that is me done.
That is you done. So at the end of a player's turn, whether they are on this board or this board, they draw back up to 5 cards. So, sorry, first, they discard all of the rest of the cards from the hand, so you can't keep any cards from one turn to the next, and then they draw 5 cards. Now, normal deck building rules apply in this game. Anytime you need to draw a card and your deck is empty, you reshuffle your discard pile and you put it back into your deck. But when you do that, you take 1 fatigue. And we'll talk about fatigue in a minute. But now it's my turn.
Go for it.
Now,
You're coming to help me, right?
no. So here's the situation. If we just have a look at my player board, wrong button, my player board. Now, has to be said, the game is going to come with proper player boards. They're going to be plastic trays which go underneath this, and it's going to have a really good storage solution so that you can basically put your game away within a couple of minutes and you save it. That's one thing that OpenL Studios do really well. Unfortunately, the prototype copy that we arrived, it wasn't working that well to show off on camera, but these are actually going to be dials, which we'll show you on JP's board in a minute.
Yeah.
I'm just using dice to track various things. So a quick tour of what we've got on my board. I have 21 experience points. Might not sound very much, but in this game, you actually spend experience points to level up. And to go up to level 11, we're going to need 30 experience points. And we spend those experience points and we make it to level 11. Up here, you can see that my current health is 4. Now, at the level we are, our maximum health is 9. There aren't any counters to represent that at the moment. I'm going to suggest that there are some. But at the moment, maximum health is 9. So I'm actually currently quite wounded. And I've also taken 2 fatigue for various things that I've done. This is my equipment that I've got equipped. I've got 1 weapon, 1 armor. This says armor, but it's a typo. This should be an accessory. And we'll explain all of this later on. Over here, we have a renown card. So this is kind of like an objective card. I'm tracking. Every time I play 2 spells in the same turn, I up this counter by 1. And when I've done it 10 times, I'm going to get a reward. And I've got a vocation as a herbalist. So if I am not in combat, I can craft healing potions, which is actually going to heal me. So this is what I'm going to do, because I'm actually quite wounded.
Yeah.
And my fatigue is at 2. I think me coming into this fight right now is going to be a little dangerous. And we are doing this deliberately to show you the fact that the players can go off and do their own thing. So it's my turn. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play 1 card, I think, to move to here. And then I'm going to play another card, discard a card to move from here to here. And then I'm going to discard another card to move to here. So 2 things that I want to explain. First one, this is a mob. This is a bunch of random wandering monsters, but I can move through that area safely. I can choose to attack them if I want to by discarding a card, but I'm not going to. I'm literally going to go through there and I'm going to go to here because this is a place where I can gather resources from. Now, there are 3 types of resources in this game. There are minerals, there are supplies, and there is essence. There is no way to gather essence on this particular region board. It's a higher level resource. And from these locations, which were called, what were they called? Can't remember what they were called. But anyway, this is where we can gather supplies. Now, gathering supplies is a challenge. It's actually explained on the back of the region book. And I'll now explain how challenges work. So in order to do this, I need to do a challenge, and it says I need to get 5 to 7. So I'm going to be doing a challenge, and the output of that challenge, I need to generate either between 5, 6, or 7 points. And if I do, I've succeeded. If I fail, then the mobs are all going to move towards me, which is bad. My quick question is, do I have to discard a card to do this gathering? I can't remember. Brendan will confirm that in the chat. I can't remember if I need to actually discard a card to start the gathering attempt. I think I do.
I think you do if it's an interaction.
I think
right?
I do.
Yeah.
I think I do. But anyway, here's how challenges work. What I'm going to do is, yes, I have to discard a card. Okay, so let's discard. I'm going to discard a card, Oh, first of all, I had to discard 2 cards to move, and then I'm going to discard a card to go gathering. So the way that gathering works is it's a challenge test. So what you do is you get your deck of cards, and I'm going to reveal cards from the top of this deck one by one. And remember, this is my deck, so I theoretically know what's in it. And we're looking for the number in the bottom right. So I've currently got 1. Remember, I need between 5 and 7. So I'm not successful so far, but I can try again. But hang on a minute. This says mind plus or minus 1. So that means if the card that I revealed had the mind keyword, I could actually adjust this up or down by 1. We don't have that. So I'm going to carry on. It's a 3. Oh.
1 more.
So I'm at 4. Now, if this had mind on it,
You'd be there.
I could say that's plus 1. Yeah, so we've got 4. Right. Is it? It's a 2. Okay, so we got 6.
Yeah.
So I'm successful. So at the point you're successful, all of the cards that you used in that challenge go to the discard pile. And the result of it, did I get 7 or did I get 6? I got 7, didn't I?
That can count now.
No, I got
I
6.
thought you got 6.
Okay, got 6. Because some of the challenges have a bonus. And if you get the exact number that it says, you actually get extra rewards. So I've successfully gathered supplies. Could I have a supplies, please?
You can.
The bag of stuff.
The bag of stuff.
Now, the reason why I wanted to go off and do that is because I'm scared of fighting and I didn't want to help JP.
Just wants me to die early and then claim all the glory later.
Yeah. No, the reason is because I want to craft a potion. So crafting a potion, it's going to cost me 2 cards. Thankfully, I have 2 remaining cards in hand, so I'm going to discard those. And if I spend 2 supplies, I can craft a healing potion. So I spend my 2 supplies, I craft a healing potion, which has an immediate effect. So these are not items, these just have an immediate effect. You or a character in your location heals for 4. There you go. And every time I craft a healing potion, I tick this up by 1. Because when this gets to 10, these are called vocation points here. They're like an alternative form of experience points. And you can level up these over the course of the campaign. So right now, this is the card that I've got for being a level 1 or a tier 1 herbalist. But once I've done this 10 times, I can go to town and I can probably upgrade this to a better vocation. But anyway, that is it. That is my go done. I have no cards left.
No.
So I say end of turn. I draw 5. Now, I don't have as many cards in my deck as you have.
No.
Because I went over here.
And you did your
the
skills.
challenge.
And, yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Both of us have had a turn. So now the enemies have a turn. So hypothetically speaking, if I had have joined in this fight, I would have taken a turn before the enemies got to go. But it's now the end of round.
Yep.
So what happens? Well, not quite end of round. The enemies now get to take a turn. So first of all, the calcified fairies, they go first because they've got the lower initiative number.
See what happens.
And let's have a look at their card. So they are blinking.
Uh-oh.
Teleport adjacent to a character and then target each adjacent character and character in your zone and deal damage, and they each gain 1 stupor, gain 2 block.
Okay.
Wow. Okay, so lots of things are going to happen there. First of all, number 1, teleports adjacent to a character. Now, I believe we can choose. So where do you want to teleport it to?
Did it say something in its zone?
It's going to target each adjacent character and characters in their zone.
Right.
Now, at
So
the
either
moment,
way,
you're the
it
only
doesn't
one
matter.
there, so it kind of doesn't
matter.
matter at the moment.
Yeah, I'm thinking... Let's just put it here.
Okay. And then it deals damage. So its damage is 2.
Okay.
So it deals 2 damage to you.
So I've got a couple of things that I can...
You've got some blocks, haven't
I
you?
can, yeah. So when I'm attacked, discard up to 2 cards from the top of my deck and block 2 damage for each card discarded. I'm just going to do 1.
Okay. So you discard a card from the top of your deck.
But this will go, won't
that
it?
goes.
But it's going to go either way, and I've still got another block in place. So I'm just going to do 1.
So that's 2 damage blocked.
Yeah, that goes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then it gains 2 block. So what we do on its board is that we actually, so this is number 1. Number 1 has gained 2 block counters.
Oh,
Now,
feisty.
those block counters, because it's a calcified fairy, they're worth 3 each. So at the moment, number 1 effectively has 6 points of protection
6 shield.
from attacks. Yeah, that's that card done. Oh no, then the next one. So the next one teleports to you, and also deals you 2 damage, and also gets 2 block.
Yeah. When you are now attacked by an enemy adjacent to you, block 5 damage and discard.
Okay.
So I shield that off.
And then we have the Crumbling Guardian. So let's see what the Crumbling Guardian is going to do. Tail Whip. Target each adjacent character and characters in your zone.
Yeah,
which is
get
not.
out of it. Get out of it.
It would have dealt 10 damage because its base damage is 7 plus 3.
So the decision not to go in that zone
Was
was
a
the right
good
one.
idea. And if they lose any health, they become poisoned.
Yeah.
So we're absolutely fine. That's safe. And this is part of the trick of the game.
Yeah.
Is looking at what the enemies are going to do and adjusting your reactions accordingly. Right. Now we do end of round. Now, at the end of the round, every character who isn't in combat, well, not every character, every space on the overworld board where there is a character who is not in combat, you need to roll this dice. Yeah. And this could be that I get a little mini adventure or the mobs start moving.
Let's see.
Who knows? The mobs move, well, the mob closest to me moves 1 space.
You've got a choice there.
So this one or this, I'm going to move this one.
Yeah.
So this one moves to me. Now, it doesn't actually attack me straight away, but if this was to move again, then it would attack me.
Yeah.
So it doesn't attack you when it moves into your space. It only attacks you if it's already in your space and it would move again. So actually, this is okay for me. We're fine. JP is screwed, apparently.
I think I am, unless you're coming in.
Nah,
No?
I think I
You're
might.
still going to wait.
So there's
Still making potions.
a cake stall over here, and I've heard that they do really good.
You offer those berry pies again.
Is the red velvet cakes?
You need to be coming in.
It's my weakness. No, we're now on round 2, and what we're now going to show you is that characters can actually take their turns in different orders. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to take my turn first, and I'm going to rush over there, and I'm going to help you. So first of all, I need to move. I'm going to go along the road here. That's going to cost me a card.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to play. Oh,
Cost me no. I think I'll
it's going to cost me a card. Then I'm going to spend another 2 cards to move to here.
Yeah.
Okay, so 1, 2. And then I'm going to spend 1 card to engage. So I am now in the fight. And because I've engaged, I now draw up to 5 cards. So I've only got 2 cards left.
Uh-oh.
So my fatigue goes up by 1. I shuffle my deck.
Which is the other reason why we don't want to keep pushing through your deck too many times.
Yeah, because every time you go through your deck, you gain a fatigue. By the way, just to mention this, if your health ever reaches or goes below your fatigue, you gain a wound, and then your health resets. Now, at the moment, neither of us have any wounds, and the capacity at level 10 is 2 wounds.
2, yeah.
So this is the maximum capacity for wounds. If we ever take a 3rd wound, then we're knocked unconscious. So for now, if you think the health is all you've got, it's not. Every health, when it reaches this, is a wound. Yeah. So we'll see how we get on. But anyway, it's still my turn. I've got 5 cards, and I need to put myself on the board. Where do I start?
Hopefully somewhere near the baddies, but you probably won't.
Here.
Yeah. The good news is you're more ranged than I.
I am. I'm a kind of a spellcaster.
Yeah.
Except my pesky ping only affects things in my zone. But that's in my zone. If I can just get into there.
Yeah, you 3 away.
Oh, I've got my ethereal dagger. When you are attacked by an enemy that is adjacent to you or in your zone, or an enemy moves adjacent to you or into your zone, deal 5 damage to that enemy and yeah. But I'm nowhere near you.
Not yet.
Now, we do know that the Guardian is going to move and do a melee attack.
Yeah.
And it's going to hit you for a lot of damage.
Do you know how much it's going to move?
No.
Or is its movement a bigger?
We don't know how much it's going to move. But we know that they're blinking again.
Yeah, we know already know.
Now, did they attack you last time? They did. It was only a little bit of damage.
Yeah, two damage.
It was 2 damage.
It's a little tickle.
The problem is they're going before them. So they're going to take up your shields.
Yeah, then he comes in and hurts.
This is interesting. Right, I'm going to play this. So I'm going to play. It's a spell.
Yeah.
So I've cast a spell this turn. It doesn't cost anything. And it says, reveal up to 5 cards from your deck. Right, I can discard any number of them. I can then put the rest back on top of my deck in any order.
Nice.
And then I draw 1. So, for example, I am going to discard that, and then I am going to put I'm going to put those cards on top of my deck in that order, and then I'm going to draw 1.
Okay.
Right, then I'm going to play an Ethereal Shield, which is another spell, so that's 2 spells in a single turn. There we go.
Ticking up.
And when I play it, I draw 1. And also, when I'm attacked, I block 1 damage. I've got an Ethereal Shield. Right. So I've still got 5 cards. It's pretty good.
Get moving a little bit.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to spend 3 cards to go 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to discard 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. And now I can play my Pesky Ping. So my Pesky Ping is an attack cantrip. When I play it, I draw a card and I can target an enemy that is adjacent to me or in my zone and deal it 1 damage.
A little chip damage.
Yeah, but even though its block tokens are worth 3, the fact that I've dealt it damage means it's gone. So that's the block token removed. And I draw a card. And then I'm going to play Pesky Ping again to get rid of its other shield.
Nice.
And I'm hoping you can then hit it or something.
I'm going to try.
I'm then going to discard that to put into play a Ward of Protection. So a Ward of Protection is a blocking card that will hopefully keep me safe. Yeah, there you go. So that was my turn. I'm now going to draw 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Uh-oh. We're going to need a rest after this.
He's getting tired. I suggest we find the
I'm
hotel.
very,
after.
very tired. Right, now your turn.
You're done. Right, let's see what we can do. So I've got Biding Time I'm going to play. Oh no, that's the start of the turn effect. Not now. Maybe we won't. Maybe we'll hold on to that. It allows me to draw 2 and discard this card.
Yeah, but you can put it into play now.
I know, but I might need it.
Oh,
for
you
its
need it for
cost.
something else.
Yeah, if I want to do some damage, which I kind of do, and have some protection.
You're going to need some protection, aren't you?
Yeah, I think so. That's fine.
Okay.
I'm going to.
You've got a plan?
Yeah, I'm going to discard Biding Time to put the Ward of Protection.
So you got your own Ward of Protection.
I have.
Yep. So this is a card which is currently under review, and the way that we're playing it today is that you discard it when it's used, like the other block cards. But again, everything is subject to development and change in this game at the moment.
All right, I'm going to play Bring Low.
Let's just have a look at this, because this is a new card. I've not seen this one. So it's an instant card. It's going to cost you 1 to play. And when you play it, you target an adjacent enemy, deal 3 damage. Then you may discard a body card from your hand. So specifically a card that says body, to deal another 3 damage to that enemy. So you've discarded another card. So you've effectively done 6 damage.
6 damage. So I'm going to do to 1 because it's got no shields.
6 damage to number 1.
Yeah.
Okay, he's down to 6 health. All done?
All done.
End of your turn, draw up to 5. And then we did the enemy's turn. So, Calcified Fairies, blink. Yeah. Teleport adjacent to a character.
We choose.
Oh, sorry, that should have gone at the end of my turn. Yeah. Only ongoing cards stay at the end of my turn. That should have been shuffled in. So we could get it to teleport next to me. If we wanted.
We should probably share the love.
I'm happy with that.
Yeah, because, well, I can block 3 and you can probably block 3.
Okay, the card art is final. Okay, so that's good. That's good that there is something we're showing off today
Yeah.
that is not just a placeholder image.
Okay. I'd say you take one, I'll take one, and then
Okay.
we'll see what he does.
So we're going to get this one to teleport next to me.
Yeah.
And we'll teleport it here. And then it deals me 2 damage, but I'm going to use my ward of protection.
Does it do anything in the zone as well?
Target each adjacent character and character in your zone. Oh, okay. So we'll put it here.
There you go.
Right.
Get 'em out
Okay.
of the
There
way.
you go.
Yeah.
So it's 2 damage. I believe I can get rid of both of my ethereal shields. There you go.
Okay.
And then it gains 2 block. Oh, this pesky block. Right.
Brendan did say it was going to be tricky.
He did say it was going to be a tricky
He's
fight.
not lying.
Okay, this one. So teleport adjacent to you.
Keep him where
We'll
he is.
leave it there. It deals you 2 damage.
Yeah.
Ward of protection. Gone.
Gone.
And then it gains 2 block. I believe they can only have a maximum of 4 block. Thankfully. Otherwise, we'll be here forever.
Stuck on this
Right,
combo.
and now the Crumbling Guardian. So advance 5 towards the closest character.
Oh, no.
Target each adjacent character, dealing 8 damage. They each discard cards at random equal to the health they lose. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, I've got no shields.
You got no shield, so you take 8 damage.
So, pretty much.
Yeah. And you lose 8 cards. Okay, so what's happened is JP's health marker has reached his fatigue, which means you get a wound.
Well, I just...
Yeah, you lose all your cards. Afraid so. Crushing more. Discard cards at random equal to the health they lose.
I've got
Ouch.
any responses that I can play in this for. No, I didn't think so. Some cards you can play
Yeah.
to trigger that. But yeah, that's...
Okay, so whenever your character takes a wound, you get a random
wound.
wound card.
Which we've shuffled.
Yeah. And anytime you get 1 card in this game, it shuffles into your deck.
Yeah.
Anytime you get 2 cards, 1 goes to your deck, 1 goes to your discard pile. 3 cards would be 2 in your deck, 1 in your discard pile. So that shuffles into your deck,
Which is...
which
this
is
my
just that 1 card. But the good news is your health resets to the maximum. But you now have taken 1 wound.
I do.
But unfortunately,
It's hard.
you're gonna skip your next turn effectively because you got no cards.
That's bad.
That is bad. This is the end of a big quest chain. Yeah, Brendan did say there's a big quest chain and this is the final battle in that quest chain. We are not prepared.
But I have gained a wound.
Oh, you've gained a wound.
My
Right.
Iron Heart.
Yeah. So
Renown.
JP's what's it called? Renown card
Yes.
is to gain a wound, and you've currently done it 5 times.
Yeah.
Do it more and you'll get a bonus.
Yeah, I might die before that point.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay. End of round.
And around.
We don't roll any dice because we're both in combat.
Yeah.
Next round.
Thing. Okay.
Shall I go first?
Well, yeah.
I mean,
I'm just standing looking pretty at the
so at
moment.
the start of my turn, I need to pay 1 or discard this card. Yeah, it's a bit tricky, isn't it?
Yeah.
Target an enemy that is adjacent or in your zone. Deal 2 damage for each of your delayed spell cards in play. Delayed. That's the ongoing ones, I guess. Yeah, it must be. Oh, okay. So I can put up a lot of protection here.
The fact I can't move and can't defend, that's problematic.
So, yeah, this has got 6 health, but it's got effectively 6 points of block.
Yeah.
I need more pesky pings. I don't have any. So I'm going to play an ethereal shield, which is draw a card. Right. I think we need to put these ethereal daggers out.
They're good.
They are good.
Yeah. Good news is the Guardian's blocking.
The Guardian is putting up its block. It's not going to attack.
Probably a good thing
Yeah.
for me.
So I'm going to play Spectral Sword, which costs me 1 to play. I'm going to play that. This is amazing. But I need more and more cards in play for it to be worthwhile.
Okay.
So I think I'm going to put another... Oh, but I can't keep it from one turn to the next, can I?
No.
Oh.
Try to play it and have it half good.
Okay, I can do something with it. I can put Loom into play, which costs nothing. But when I play it, I discard any number of cards to add that many counters. I'm not going to put any cards on. I'm not going to discard any cards.
So what's the grand finale do? Is it
Because
damage
it's going to give me 2 damage for each of my cards that I've got, my delayed cards,
right?
or my instant ones that I play. So this is 8 damage.
Yeah.
So I have to pay 1 for the grand finale.
Uh-huh.
Okay. I'm going to guess it references itself because it is an instant spell card that I played this turn. This will need clarifying on the card itself. Yeah, grand finale says deal 2 damage for each of your delayed spell cards in play and instant spells that you played this turn. So it probably should have, including this one, at the end. Which means this is actually dealing 10 damage.
Okay.
Yeah, because I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's 10 damage.
Who's that going to?
10 damage to an adjacent enemy or one that's in my zone. Well, we'll deal it to number 1.
Yeah.
So it gets rid of those 2 block counters
That's it.
and deals it 4.
Yeah.
It's almost there. Or I could have done 10 damage to the Guardian.
That doesn't have any block up.
That has no block.
Oh, it's a tough choice, isn't it? But either way, you're not killing anything, so maybe the Guardian makes sense.
I'm going to do 10 damage to the
Yeah.
Guardian. Okay, so the Guardian goes down to 14 health.
Yeah.
Okay. Whew. It does include itself. Thank you, Luke. And yes, it just needs to say, right, so at the end of my turn, my instant spell gets discarded. These all stay in play.
Nice.
And then I draw 5.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Your turn.
Can't do anything.
So you draw 5 cards.
So 1, 2.
You could pray. Pray doesn't cost any cards.
That's true. Hope. But I'm taking 2 damage. Unless you can shield all of it.
Because it's blinking again.
Yeah.
Is that all it does? Maybe that's all it does.
There's a lot of blinking.
Mm.
Like most fairies, they're annoying.
Blinking egg. Right. My pesky pings are out. I've got them again, which means I can start zapping their
Chipping
fields
away
next turn.
now.
Which is good. Okay, their turns. Oh, your fatigue went up, didn't it?
Yeah, I did that.
Your fatigue went up. Right. Okay, so, yep. Teleport adjacent to a character.
Ooh.
Target each adjacent character and character in your zone. Deal 2 damage. So this one hits me for 2 damage. Oh, hang on. I've got an end of turn.
Spectral Sword.
Yeah.
What's it do?
You may target an enemy in your zone or an adjacent zone, deal 2 damage for each counter, then discard this card. Oh, I don't have any counters. That's fine. When you are attacked, block 1 damage and discard this card. I'm going to block 1 damage and discard the card. Take damage. Okay, and then on you, Bink,
Take.
or me.
Can you shield it?
I can. Yeah, we'll shield it. So we'll get it to teleport to me,
Yeah.
and then it hits me,
Okay.
and I shield it.
Okay.
Okay, and then
I'm happy with
the
that.
Crumbling Guardian,
Hopefully it doesn't do anything too horrible.
proliferation. So it gains 3 block counters.
Yeah, I think you're getting 10 on it, mate.
Wow, and its block counters are worth 4.
Yeah.
If its health is equal to or less than half of its health, it's not, but if it was, it would have spawned a calcified fairy and taken some damage. So a bit of it, that's really interesting. So as it gets wounded, a bit of it separates off and becomes a calcified fairy. But it's on 14 out of 24, so it doesn't do that. So all it did was just gain 3 block. We survived. Right.
For the moment.
For the moment.
Yeah.
End of round.
Okay.
So end of round again, we don't roll the region dice. So shall I go first? because I can do my pesky pings.
Yeah, you go first.
Are you able to deal 6? Oh, you're next to this now.
Yeah, I can. I've got ways of removing its shields.
So have I.
Have you?
Yeah. So shall we go for the big guy?
I think he's the horrible one, right?
Let's go for that.
He's the one that's going to make us lose. So if we can get him down.
So I'm going to play... I think I played 2 spells last turn, and I forgot to tick that up.
Right.
Yeah. So I'm going to play Pesky Ping. Draw 1. Deal a damage.
Ping.
Gets rid of that.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to play Pesky Ping, which deals 1, which gets rid of that. And I draw 1. I can't draw 1. So I reshuffle and gain a fatigue. I've now done that 9 times. Wow. I'm going to get myself a title. Oh.
Title in hand.
I'm then going to play Pesky Ping. There
Do you
go.
want to, weirdly, are you doing any damage on this guy?
I don't know now. I was just happy that I've got rid of all of the things.
Because
I don't
I've
have to.
I've got ways of removing block on him adjacent, so you might want to take some of these off. Not all of them. Maybe leave 1 on him.
Okay.
So I can get rid of him.
I'll take the block off that one instead. Right. So I'm going to play my Ethereal Shield. Draw 1. Now this character does get through their deck quite quickly.
Yeah, you'll get tight.
Start of turn. I should have added a counter.
Counters.
Counters.
Want to use these?
Sure.
Don't know if they're the ones that we should use, but that's the ones we can.
That's the ones we're using.
Yeah.
I also should have discarded that at the start of my turn. Didn't realise that. Okay, right. Next. I'm going to play another Ethereal Shield. Got my grand finale.
No.
Well, this is insane. This is now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is 14 damage.
To where?
Right, just kill him.
Well, you might as well.
If I'd have got rid of his block.
Well, do it then. If not,
yeah,
I'll finish him.
That's 14 damage.
If not, I'll be finishing him. So either way.
But I can do more. Let's do more. I'll play Precognitive Vision for 0. So I'm going to reveal all of these. I'm going to put them back. Are we getting this right? This grand finale seems very strong. Okay, I'm going to put them like that, and then I'm going to draw a card. Then I'm going to play Ethereal Shield to draw 1. And these cards are costing 0.
I know, that's mad, isn't it?
This is crazy. I am going through my deck.
Yeah, you're getting to the point where you can.
How much damage do I need to deal to this? 24. If I deal 24 to it, it's dead. And I'm currently on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm not going to deal 24. But I'm going to get most of it gone. It does cost 7 points in deck construction. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. We'll explain deck construction after we've leveled up. I'll explain how that works.
Your build's working.
But this build is working. So I'm going to play an Ethereal Dagger, spending that. Then I'm going to play another Ethereal Dagger, spend it. No. Then I'm going to play the Grand Finale. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's 20 damage.
Ouch.
And we'll do 20 damage to this. So actually that gets rid of all of its block and deals 8. It stands 4. I had to spend a card for that. Right, are we done? Gosh. So that's gone, that's gone. Those are gone. But I've got all of these cards in play.
Yeah, they're all ongoing.
I've got 3 Ethereal Shields, a Spectral Sword, and an Ethereal Dagger. Right, and then the cards in my hand go, and then I draw 5. I've only got 1. This is the problem.
Yeah.
My deck is so thin.
We need to hurry this up, otherwise you're going to have a problem.
Well, I'm going to get a wound. I'm totally getting a wound.
Yeah. Is it me then?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's you.
I have to get rid of this injured card.
Yeah, so JP's got a wound card in his hand.
Yeah. Each time I move, interact, or play a card, including this, I've got to take a damage for it. So,
but you can use wounds. You can just discard them as if they're anything. So, are you going to be able to deal 14 damage to that after getting rid of its block?
No.
So I could have killed it.
You could have killed it.
But we have got rid of all of the block of this one, and it's not. It's
doing
not
something different.
It's doing something different. It's not going to put its block back up.
And this thing's going to block up again.
Everyone is asking what happens when. Well, I mean, I can show you this right now. So right now, my maximum health is 9, but I'm currently on 7, and my fatigue is at 6. So as soon as if my fatigue goes up by another 1, then I take a wound, and then this goes to here. Now I don't know exactly what happens if your fatigue ever reaches here.
Says it doesn't cause a wound, but obviously if you lose.
Oh, it cannot. So fatigue can't go that way.
Yeah.
So fatigue cannot go onto where your maximum health is.
But it's making you completely risky.
Exactly.
For getting a wound.
Yeah. Every time you do something,
it's gonna happen.
Okay.
Right. So if I spend the wound card, do I get the damage?
If you're discarding it, yes. No, if you're discarding it, you're not playing a card. Well, you are playing a card. Okay, yeah. So injured. Just check this. The way that injured is written. If you play a card and you use this to pay for that card,
is that
I would say you still take the damage.
Yeah.
Because I think you play the card and then you pay for it. We'll need a clarification on that.
Yeah.
But if we've understood it correctly,
it's just a bit of a loophole.
If you play a card and use injured to pay for it, you still take the damage.
Oh, this is so annoying.
Brenda said yes. Yeah, injured will always trigger at least once. Thank you.
All right, so dunk.
1 damage.
I will do shatter.
Okay.
Target an adjacent enemy, remove up to 1 block and deal 2 damage. It's not that exciting.
So 1 block, 2 damage.
But it's better than nothing. I have a title card.
Okay, yeah, let's show this on camera. So earlier on in the campaign, JP did something.
I did.
He had a renown card which said if he kills 10 bandits, he gets this as a title. So this is a title card. And this is actually a part of his deck. And what's interesting about this card is that once you've used it, you cull this card. That basically means that you temporarily remove it from your deck. And when you rest in town, which is what you do when you level up and stuff like that, then it's going to come back into your deck. So, yeah, this is what a title card looks like. Okay.
At the minute, not super useful. Because it basically allows me to remove a block from the target an enemy that is adjacent or in my zone, remove 1 block.
Okay.
The trouble is, there isn't anything.
There isn't anything.
We'll leave it alone for the moment. So I'm going to discard Martial Prowess, because that's not super helpful right now, to put defensive stance in.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, it's
going to get discarded.
That's all I can do.
Okay.
Which
is what it is. Disappears.
Yeah.
So we've both had a go. So it's now their turn.
Do your sort of worst.
So the fairies target the closest other enemy without an ethereal counter. They gain an ethereal counter.
Okay. Got the ethereal.
Interesting. So we both gain an ethereal counter. No, I don't think that's us. I don't think that's enemy. I think that means them.
Yeah, I can't imagine we'll get one because it means we can't target it.
We might need help from Brendan or Luke on this. Does the ghostly mist, when it says enemy, does it mean? I think it means them, not us. Yeah, enemies gain ethereal. Okay, so the closest other enemy is the other one.
Other, basically.
Is each other. So they give ethereal to each other. And then target each adjacent character and each character in your zone. They each discard a card at random. Okay.
I should have drew. Yeah.
So I have to discard 2 cards. That's okay. That's okay. Okay. But that could be worse. Now, these are ethereal, which means we read this earlier, didn't we?
Can't attack it with ethereal.
What does it mean? It means that I believe they cannot be attacked. They cannot be targeted by any player, card effects, affix abilities, or interact actions. Remove it at the end of their turn.
So we have a turn where we can't do anything to them.
I don't think it means at the end of this turn.
No.
I would assume it means at the end of
Yes.
next turn.
Otherwise, it wouldn't make sense.
And the Crumbling Guardian is dematerializing. So target each adjacent character and each character in their zone. They each gain 1 dazed. So you get a burden card.
Oh, is it a burden?
I think it's a burden card, dazed.
Yeah, it is.
Yep. Okay, so you gain a burden card. So again, that shuffles into your deck. And then gain 3 block.
Just when we thought we were going to get it done.
Right, and an ethereal counter. But this card is culled. So that is not going to happen again.
So we can't attack any of these. Is
No.
that? So annoying.
No, we can't do anything against any of them. Okay, end of round. Start of next round.
Comes back to my hand.
So start of turn, I'm going to add another... I'm just going to use these... I'm going to use money with these counters.
Yeah. Makes sense.
So I'm going to add a counter to that. So I didn't get attacked. So those stay in play.
The best thing we can do is shield up.
I mean, I've got all my shields.
Have you?
Well, not all of them, but I've got most of them. Yeah, so I've got attacky cards now.
Same.
Where's all the enemies gone? They've all gone ethereal.
They flew away.
So we could use these to move around the board if that's safer.
Potentially.
Because I could potentially just go 1, 2, 3.
Is that helpful for your attacks next time?
It means that I'm not in the same zone as you.
Yeah. Well, I could equally move here. Be away as well.
Yeah. Do we want to do that?
Yeah. It's not like we're going to be able to do this turn, is it?
No.
Cheers. Is what it is.
Yeah. Because we can't hit
Can't
them with
target
anything.
them.
Oh. Coiling Embrace might be scary. I don't know what that is. Oh, it's this.
Yeah. Run away. Or shield.
I mean, it's a melee attack. Yeah, you want to run away. You want to run as far as you can.
Try.
Just go 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, but then if it moves 5, I'm completely
We'll come over here.
unprotected.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah.
How much shield have you got?
Loads.
Because they're going to be doing stings as well. He's going to be
So
taking...
this is blocking 1. This is blocking 1. This is blocking 1.
Yeah.
This is when you are attacked by an enemy adjacent or in your zone, or an enemy moves adjacent to you. Deal 5 damage to that enemy, then discard this card. Okay, so this doesn't block. This just deals damage to things.
I can put 8 block on though. So I think that's going to happen.
Okay, do that. So instead of running away,
We might move a bit. Let's see
Okay.
what happens. So let's put discard that one to put it in defensive stance. It's my 5 block.
yeah,
Let's discard that to put
and
in.
that's the one that can protect other people as well, isn't it?
You're an ally.
Yeah.
So we can look at how best to deal with that.
Okay.
Then I've got 2 of these left, so I might as well just. Well, I'm running towards this thing, but
Or you could just move down here.
let's get out.
Right. Oh, we were supposed to draw 5. I was supposed to draw 5 at the end of my turn. You draw 5 at the end of your turn. Enemies. So the calcified fairies
Stinging.
stinging. So it advances 3 towards the closest character. Okay,
Why
done.
should it be there?
Target each adjacent character. Deal damage plus 5. What?
7.
7 damage. Well, I've been attacked by an enemy that's adjacent to me.
Yes.
So I deal 5 damage to that enemy and discard this card.
Instantly.
Yeah. So that gets rid of the block
Which is
and
3
deals
to
it 2.
Yeah.
I mean, they're gone next time.
Getting there.
I then block 3 of that damage and I take 4. So
It's a wound.
1, 2, 3, 4, which is a wound, and my health goes back to 9.
There you go. Happy birthday.
I shuffle that into my deck. Oh dear.
It's going to happen again.
I think I'm in trouble.
Mm.
Because now the second one moves here and hits me for 7.
If you wound marker up as well.
Oh yeah, so I've taken 1. So I take another wound. Because that goes to there
Yeah.
and then resets to there. I'll have another wound. So 1 more wound and I'm out.
That hotel's sounding really good right now.
Wow. Okay. If they lose health, they gain 1 dazed and 1 poisoned. Can I have some bad cards, please? Oh dear.
Dazed.
Dazed.
Poisoned.
Yeah. So these were from the first attack, and then I get dazed and poisoned from the second attack.
Oh, you get it again.
Yeah. Okay. And I think because these 2 cards are different, they're going to both go into my deck. Let me know if that's right. I know if you gain 2 cards of the same type at once, one goes into the deck and one goes into the discard pile.
All right, okay.
Pull the goner. No, I'm fine. I'll be all right. It's just a flesh wound.
But this thing hasn't had its go yet. So.
And now, Coiling Embrace.
Come on, bring it on.
Advance 5 towards the closest character, which is you.
Blurp.
Target each character in your zone.
Yeah.
Move each of them adjacent to you. Okay. Target each adjacent character, dealing
A lot.
7 damage.
Okay.
They each gain 2 Stupor. So Stupor is that card which has been reworded, but the important one is that you take 7 damage, but you're okay.
2. Gain 2, yeah? Stupor. Is that right?
Yes.
So that'll be 1 on deck, 1 in discard.
Yes, because it's 2. So yeah, one in deck, 1 in discard.
I've got a couple of responses.
I think we're fine.
That says I can block 8 damage.
I think we're fine. Only just. I don't know. Brendan and Luke. I thought they were friends.
Yeah,
They have
wanted to see
no
us suffer.
no confidence in me at all. Wow, that was hairy. Right, next round.
We're not out yet.
No, we are not out. So at the start of the round, I'm going to add a counter. You'll like this. Because at the end of my turn, I can target an enemy in my zone or an adjacent zone and deal 2 damage to each for each counter.
Nice.
So I'm basically charging up this spectral sword. That's 6 damage.
To 1 or both?
Oh, the ethereal goes
Yeah, they're ready.
to an enemy in my zone or an adjacent zone. So I can kill one of those.
Yeah.
Or, I mean, I've got a pesky pink. Okay, I'm not sure what to do now, because that pesky ping would be really good on him, but there's no way I can hit him. I can't hit him.
I think we need to clear some of these off
Yeah.
because they're annoying.
I play pesky ping to deal 1 damage to number 1.
You're going to get 4 damage. Well,
And I draw a card.
they're blinking again.
No, they're both going to die.
Are they going to die?
Oh, I've drawn my scared card. Is it scared or scarred? Scarred.
Scarred.
I've been scarred. But that's fine. This card can be used to pay for other ones. So
Nah.
I'll use it to pay for an ethereal dagger. And that's 2 spells in the same turn. Ding, 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 ding. I'm going to gain my title. Now, I don't think I gain that title in the middle of a battle. I assume,
Yeah.
and again, Brendan and Luke can confirm this, when do I exactly gain the title from my...
Not sure the carrier
Spells,
pigeons come to the town yet to explain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've got defensive cards.
I know, it's the way
Don't
my
need
decks happen.
defensive cards.
Can't seem to do a lot of damage, even though I'm built for it.
So I'm going to play Loom by paying 2 cards, which means it comes into play with 2 counters, and I can remove a counter to block 3 damage. And then at the end of my turn, I'm going to use my Spectral Sword to kill number 2.
Nice.
Right, number 2 is dead, which
Hooray.
means we get some loot. So we get
What do
an
we need?
uncommon loot, and we get one of those fragment things.
What, these?
No, maybe?
Which one is it?
I don't know. I know what the icon is. It's a jewel fragment, but I'm not sure we do have tokens
That's the card,
to
isn't
represent jewel fragments.
it? All fragments, the cards.
Maybe we do. Okay, I'm not sure. I'm just going to use that one for now.
Figure out in a
It's
bit.
probably not that, but let me know if I should have tokens for jewel fragments.
I know we have
Oh,
cards.
it's a jewel fragment item card.
Yeah.
Ah, right.
There
Okay.
you go.
Thank you. Right. Now, we don't get that loot yet. We do have to survive until the end of the fight,
On the floor.
I believe. Yeah.
He's exploded.
That is my turn done. I'm going to draw 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not fatigued yet.
Okay.
Your go.
Not super
I
excited.
thought I was going to kill both of them. But I'm going to kill that one. Yeah. It's going to die.
Yeah?
Yeah.
On its turn, it's going to...
I think so. When it hits me,
It will do 2
when
damage.
when I am attacked by an enemy adjacent to me
Yeah.
or in my zone, deal 5 damage to it.
Because it's going to blink and you take it and then it'll kill it.
Yeah.
There, that's
And
fine.
my next rules question is, will this interrupt its attack? Will it die before it deals damage to
Is
me?
it a retaliation attack or not? Right, I'm going to put unfazed in. Cost nothing.
Yep. Bit of protection.
Yeah, I'm going to put defensive stance in.
More protection.
That's all I seem to be doing. And then I'm going to spend 1 to put sword play in instant. Target each adjacent enemy and deal 2 damage. It's all I
Just
can
get
do.
rid of a block.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm not doing much at the
you're
minute,
not.
but it's because I need my my super primal strength card that I had and then he made me discard.
Yeah. So draw 5.
That's it.
Right. So this one's blinking. And it's targeting me. And
Here
it's
we
going to deal me 2 damage. It's going to die. And we need Luke to confirm whether
It triggers after all.
it triggers.
before.
I mean, it doesn't really matter because I can just get rid of a loom counter to protect myself from the damage. But then it takes 5 and dies.
Hooray!
Which means we need another jewel fragment.
And
Which is from here.
yeah. And this thing's going to block up by the looks of it.
Proliferation.
Was it?
Gain 3 block. Oh, and it can have more. Wow, look at that.
Yeah, it can go up to 6.
If its health is equal to half... Nope. Oh, no, it is.
Well, what did it start with?
It is. It started with 24.
Yeah.
It's on 12.
Let me guess, it spawns another
It spawns... so it loses 3 health, but it actually spawns
a little matey.
a little matey. Should we put it... here?
Yeah.
Oh! So we've got another...
Can we have the thieves back again?
Yeah, little human
So annoying.
human bandits.
Yeah.
I mean, that's 3 direct damage as well. Direct damage bypasses those.
Yeah.
So, okay, we're fine. We're fine. Next round. Oh, that ethereal dagger's gone, isn't it? So I need to be charging up my big attack again.
Yeah, well, I've got my obliterate now, and I'm trying to see if I can...
Oh, I've been poisoned. Oh, this is... Oh, no, look at my deck. Look at my hand.
That's awful.
It's all bad.
You're not doing much this turn. Other than...
When you draw this card, discard one of your delayed cards from play. Oh, I missed that. I missed that. There was a negative effect when I draw this card. Sorry for that. That means I should have taken 2
same.
damage.
I guess
should
same
have
as well.
Oh, which means it wouldn't have died. I say what, I'm not gonna fix it too much. But yeah, I slightly cheated there. I should have been discarding my cards when I drew dazed, but we're not gonna backtrack too much. Have you drawn your primal strength?
I have.
Right, we're gonna show the primal strength on screen. And I'll tell you in a minute how JP has managed to get this card in his deck. But this is an extremely powerful card because when you play it, it sits in play. And then whenever you play a spirit card, and I don't know if it self-references itself. We might need to check to see whether it self-references itself. You add a counter. And then when you play a melee card, remove any number of counters to reduce the cost. And the reason why this is important is because of this. This card costs 6 to play. So the idea is that you play the primal strength, you charge up the primal strength by playing spirit cards, and then you use those to play the obliterate, which it says here deals 21 damage.
What I've been trying to get.
Okay, and it does self-reference itself.
It does.
Okay. Brendan is asking to show quickly why you have that card in hand, and I'll show you why you have that card. It's because he's got this. It's actually this. This is a special relic weapon. It's a very, very rare weapon, and it actually has, as you can see here, it has a thing on it that says plus primal strength.
Yeah.
What that means is you actually get that card which goes into your deck and becomes part of your deck. So yeah, that's how you've got that card. We'll talk about these later as well, these affixes.
Got it.
But that goes on there, that goes on there. Right, so we just need to get that out and then we can deal 21 damage.
Yeah, I mean, I'd love to.
So
Wish I could keep this obliterate
I
card.
can't do anything. I've got all these bad cards. I'm going to be out. I'm out. Can you do anything?
I can do something.
Yeah, I'm actually out because whatever I do, he's going to draw me a card, and he's going to move my fatigue up, which is going to give me my third wound, which means I'm going to be unconscious.
It's not good.
It's not good.
It's not good at all.
No, I've only got bad cards in hand. So, yeah,
Yeah.
I can't actually do anything.
Okay. I just got to charge up, but I'm not going to be able to use
Days can't be
obliterate.
used. Yeah. Wow, this is horrible. How do I get rid of this?
It's a bit like my turn when I couldn't do anything.
It's almost as bad as
That
that,
was bad. Yeah,
or
pretty much.
possibly worse. While this in your hand, you must discard a card at random to pay for move, including playing this card. Okay. I don't know how I get rid of this one. Yeah, I'm not sure how you get rid of Reckless because there's no way that it exiles. Oh, it's a wound card. That's how you get rid of it.
Oh, you heal your wounds.
It's a wound. You heal your wounds.
Yeah.
Did I take another wound when I took the second wound? I did.
Yeah, I thought you did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did. Okay. I'm just going to do nothing.
Yeah.
And when I discard these cards, the days they're exiled, so they're gone. But these are all part of my deck. And then I draw up to 5, which gets me a fatigue, which gets me my third wound. And because I can't have 3 wounds, that's
Well,
my
your fatigue
character.
doesn't get your wound yet. It's only when you.
No, it does. If the health ever reaches the fatigue or
Oh,
beyond
I
it.
thought they said. On the
No,
chat.
what they mean is if your maximum health is 9,
Yeah.
I believe your fatigue can never go to what your maximum health is. I think that's right.
Will not give you wounds.
Okay,
That's
increasing
what it
fatigue
said.
will not. Oh, right. Okay, so I'm
You're
okay.
still in the game until you
still in
take
the game.
a damage, basically. Once you take that damage, you're done.
Right. Okay, that's what you're saying.
Yeah.
Got it. So they are on the same space.
Yeah, but you're in.
But my health didn't move. Right. Okay, I'm still alive. Thank you.
Warning!
Thank you.
Yeah. You're still alive. We need you to be alive. Okay. We are going in this under one level than we should do. This is
We are.
this is probably,
yeah.
you know.
To be fair, this is a level 11
Yes.
quest, and we've only ever played to level 3. So all of these cards are new to us. We haven't been through the progress of learning these cards as we've gone.
But you know.
Anyway, you take your turn. I'm going to need to
Oh, that
cut
goes
the loose. It's all a bit exciting.
I'm going to play Primal Strength, which then puts a token on itself, which is all good. And then I'm going to play Unfazed, which is another spirit card, which allows me to put another token on. Take one of these. Meaning I can discount from 2. I'm going to play Second Wind to draw a card. Okay. Can't discard you. I'm going to put Biding Time in. Try and draw up for a next turn. That's good. And then I will have to discard that and put Defensive Stance back in. Not actually doing any damage, but it is what it is. That goes away. Dazed gets exiled. And that is me done. But slightly set up. I can just draw that Obliterate card next turn. Should be good.
Okay, so is that there
I
you go?
didn't do anything though.
You didn't do anything again.
Didn't have any attack cards.
Okay. So
But I'm set up for next time.
this one's blinking. Teleport adjacent to a character. So we don't want to put it next to me because if we do, I take a wound and then I'm out.
I can, if it's blinking, I can deal with that.
Okay, 2 damage.
And
It gains 2 block.
I can discard a card to basically block 2.
Oh, the counters are the tokens to the top right of the renown cards in the tray.
Oh, these.
Oh, it's those. Oh, okay,
let's
right.
use
That's
that.
what the counters are. Thank you.
We're just using money.
We were using money. Yeah.
We're just using money.
We were using money. Yeah.
There you go. You want some over there?
Okay.
Thanks.
Right. Now, tail whip. Target each adjacent character and each character in your zone. 10 damage. Move each of them 2 away from you.
10 damage, yeah?
10 damage, and you get knocked to here. And if you lose any health, you gain a poisoned.
I did lose health, but I have blocked 5 of it at least.
Okay, so you gain poison.
1, 2, 3. Not quite wounded, but
Right, next round. This is the round.
this is the round where we
This
need
is
to
the round.
sort it out.
Except I'm nowhere near. Oh, we've got this problem again that these are in the wrong place.
Yeah.
I need to move 3.
Did it push me away, did it?
It did. Push you 2 spaces away. Okay. There's not much I can do. Again. Well, I've got ethereal shield, and ethereal shield. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, come on.
Right. Yeah, I'm afraid this is not great. Because these are in a different zone. The zone thing is really...
It's important.
It's really tactical. Yeah. So all I can do is move 3 to go 1, 2, 3, and then play Pesky Ping, which draws 1, target an enemy that is adjacent to you or in your zone to deal a damage. So that's that.
Yeah.
Then I can play another Pesky Ping. Oh no, I don't want to because I've got a Grand Finale in hand now.
So now you want to...
So now I want to deal 10 damage.
To who?
It's adjacent or in my zone.
Right.
So I have no choice.
Has to be the...
It's 10 damage. 10 damage to that.
So 7 gets
3
through.
soaking up. 7 gets through.
Leaving him on 1.
Oh, he's got 1 health left.
Okay. That's okay.
Can you do something?
Yeah, I can get rid of it.
Okay.
I can get rid of that.
I'm literally on my last legs. If I take 1 more point of damage.
I don't like poison, though.
Poison's bad.
It's not fun.
Poison is bad. Oh, I've got my wound.
If it is discarded, suffer 1 direct damage for each poison in your hand and discard, and then gain another 1.
Yeah.
Or spend 3 to get rid of it.
Yeah. But you're at the point as well, if you take any damage, that's another wound. But that wound will not kill you.
No. So I'm alright with that. Annoyingly, this martial prowess always comes at the wrong time when my discard pile is empty.
Ugh. What about your binding time? Start of turn.
Oh!
Yeah, draw 2, discard 1. Oh, sorry, just draw 2 and discard this
Yeah,
card.
but it's a melee or shield card.
There you
But
go.
I need to do
so
that.
draw 2.
Come on, obliterate.
No. Ah.
It's fine. I've got some more attack going on. Right.
And
First-
you're charging this up, are you, with spirit cards?
Spirit cards, yeah. I haven't got any more in
Okay.
mind. But I need to move up 2, yeah?
Yes, I drew 3 cards with Pesky Ping, I think. I thought I
1,
did. I hope I did. I may have forgotten. Apologies if I forgot.
2.
Charging back in.
Yeah,
Charge. Right.
let's have it.
So you just need 1 damage to that will kill it. That, unfortunately, has 20 points of block.
The block's a problem,
Yeah.
but let's play the Bandit Slayer to get rid of 1 of its block.
Yeah. And that's free to play.
That is free to play. Then we'll play sword play, or discard sword play to play strike. This is overkill. This is overkill. Oh, I don't like this poison card. I need to just do 3 damage to kill it, really, so let's not worry too much about it.
This, just 1.
Yeah,
1 damage
every
instead.
card is it's pretty much. Oh no, that'll do. Let's do that instead. So let's play that. Put sword play, which is 2 damage to every adjacent enemy.
Which kills that.
Kills
and
that.
deals 2 damage to that, which removes a block.
Yeah, let's weaken him.
Okay.
My
So
worry
we
is
get-
what he's going to do to me, but I think
another
I'm
one.
already going to.
Another jewel fragment.
As much as it pains me, I think the best thing for me to do is to spend these, discard that to get rid of poison.
Yeah.
Meaning that when I take the damage off that thing, I'm going to take a wound anyway.
Yeah.
So I might as well just soak it up.
Okay.
Which gets rid of it.
Right. Are we done?
Pains me to do it.
Use a primal strength counter. You could.
I did. I used 2.
So use 2.
Remove any number of counters to reduce the cost. Yeah, I needed to
Yeah.
get rid of poison. So
Okay.
I choose 2 off that and use the card for 3.
Right. There you go.
Yeah.
Done. End of round.
Because it makes sense.
Well, end of your turn, you draw 5. And then we're doing a crushing maw. Advance 5 towards the closest character. Doesn't need to move. Target each adjacent character. 8 damage. Discard 8 cards.
Oh,
Unless you can protect it.
I can't.
That should be gone. That should be gone.
That's done.
Yeah, so you take 8
It's going to
damage.
happen. Yeah.
Yeah. We knew it was there. 8 damage, you lose all your cards.
I lose it, get a wound.
So it's my go.
Sacrificial lamb.
Well, these wounds are getting in my way. So I'm going to have to pay 1 to move. I'm then going to pesky ping to get rid of that and draw a card. I've then got poisoned. So
It's painful.
it is painful. Yeah. Yeah. So this is interesting. My fatigue can continue to go beyond my health, I guess.
Cool.
That seems a little odd, but
Or maybe it just doesn't matter. Because either way,
it doesn't. Yeah, no.
Either way,
you're
when you take it
well, no,
out,
because it does. Because it doesn't. It never resets until you rest. Yeah, I'm a bit stuck with what I can do. I was hoping to be able to do something, but the pesky thing is about all I could do. So I think I'm just going to have to spend 3 to get rid of the poisoned. Your fatigue cannot increase.
beyond it.
Oh, it cannot increase to your health or past it.
So it has to sit.
Okay, so I have been
sits in
doing that
front of
wrong.
it.
So it sits in front of it.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. So does that mean
mine
that
was like
I'm
that.
not in any? I can't gain any more fatigue, but I can still keep.
You still draw cards. I
I'm still going through my deck.
Because it's the same difference. Is if you take a damage, you're done, aren't you?
Yeah. Okay. Right. And then you'll go, but
Oh, well,
You-
I have to discard it, didn't I?
you don't get a go because you have to discard all your cards. So then it's Coiling Embrace. Advance 5 towards the closest character. Now we knew this was coming, so I should have probably spent a card to move away.
Yeah.
If I had a card. I don't know if I did. Target each character in your zone. I should have probably moved to there.
Yeah. So you did that.
Deal 7 damage, and they gain 2 stupor.
Done.
Are you done and out?
Yeah. 9 to 2.
Gosh, 9 to 2, so you gain a 3rd wound, so you're out.
Yeah.
Right, wow.
We should have leveled up.
Yeah, we should have leveled up. And we are doing some slight undos and fudging here because we should be better at this game.
Yeah.
But my go,
Yeah.
I need to deal it 17 damage.
Well, you need your grand finale.
Well, I need a couple of that shouldn't be there. That should be shuffled in, I think. Yeah. Okay, so we're good. because I play Pesky Pink.
Takes your shield off.
No, I don't. I play Precognitive Vision first.
You can fish it out.
Right. I'm going to discard that.
Yeah, because you're the one you can't.
Put these on top of my deck in that order.
Unconscious player stays on the board.
Oh, okay, right. Oh, because you can revive.
Put myself upside down.
There is reviving in this game, which I've not read the rules on that.
Okay.
So I then draw a card for the Precognitive Vision. I then play Pesky Ping to remove one of those and draw a card. I then play Pesky Ping to remove one of those and draw a card. Oh, so many Pesky Pings. If Paul wanted to, he could revive, spend 5 cards to revive them. Well, I've got 5 cards. Do I have to be adjacent?
If you do, that's a problem.
If I have to be adjacent, that's a problem. But
it's putting shields on this turn, and it's gonna
which is fine,
and it's gonna spawn another thing.
Oh.
That's exactly what it's gonna do.
Okay, I do have to be adjacent. Okay, so I'm just gonna put into play. Oh, target an enemy that is adjacent or in your zone, deal 2 damage. 2 damage. It's not much. Okay, now I think I'm going to put an Ethereal Dagger out, spending that. And then I'm going to put a Loom out, discarding those 2 to put 2 counters on it. Right, end of my turn. These go. And I draw 5.
Mm-hmm. One of which will be poison.
No, because I got rid of all of the poisoned. Because I paid 3 for that.
Oh, yeah. And you just get rid of them all.
Yeah. Deck and discard pile. Yeah. Okay, right. So it's going to have a go. Yep. So it takes 3 damage.
Pops another fairy out.
Pops another fairy out, but it does gain 3 block.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. So another fairy pops out, which unfortunately has 8 health.
Mm.
Right. My go?
Mm.
I didn't take any damage, did I? No, I didn't.
No.
Right.
Here you go.
Pesky Ping.
Yeah.
Remove 1. Draw a card. Can't draw a card. Reshuffle.
Already know where we went wrong on this fight.
Yeah. Yeah, I should have stayed in the pub.
I should have gone in.
I play Pesky Ping to remove one of those and draw a card.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to go overboard now, but
If you can kill this, then
I can kill it.
you're good. I think we're good.
So I kill it.
Need to.
I play Grand Finale, paying 1
Yeah.
to deal 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 damage.
Plenty.
So that's gone.
Hooray!
That has gone. And that gets 2 rare loot,
Fragment.
a fragment, and an essence, which is that stuff. You can't get in this region. Okay. Then I'm going to play Ethereal Dagger, spending that, and that'll be fine. Okay, so these get discarded. Right, it then has a go, and it's playing Ghostly Mists. Target the closest other enemy without an ethereal, and then target each character. They discard a card at random. So I haven't got any cards yet, but I have cards, which is fine. I lose a card. Okay, and then on my go, was I attacked by an enemy? I mean, does that count as an attack? It says target each adjacent character and character in your zone. They discard a card at random. I'm going to say that's an attack.
It's not good, is it?
Yeah.
If an attack means it's a negative effect, then yes.
Did we deal 3 damage to itself to create the fairy? I'm not sure we did, but it's dead anyway. Because if we say that is an attack,
And you
then I basically deal 5 damage to it twice with the...
I said, yeah, let's go for it.
Yeah, there you go. So we're going to say it counts as an attack. It's dead. Right. Now that battle is longer than any battle we've ever played before.
The longest one.
It is definitely... But that is, as Brendan said earlier on, that is a massive battle at the end of quite a big quest chain. And I really wanted to show off a big battle because, as I mentioned, the other content creators that have covered the game so far have only played at the lower levels. Now, if you are interested in this game, there is a tabletop simulator mod. It is very much early alpha access at the moment, but you can play it and you can experience this yourself. And the support for the game from the designer and the publisher right now, while people are taking part in this alpha testing, is really strong. So if you've got any questions about the game, you can hop on there. Now, we're not done for today. We are going to show you a bit more about the game that we haven't seen before, although that combat did take quite a long time. So what we're going to do is we're going to skip forward and we're just going to say that the quest is done and we complete it at Greendale. So what we do is we flip this counter over and we put it at Greendale. And then what's going to happen is that on our next rounds... Oh, we get all of this. Sorry, we've got all of this loot.
There's some goodies.
We've got this loot which we can share out.
I feel like you can have it all. You did the lion's share of the work.
Well, I'll take this, and I'll take this, and I'll take these. And you can have more cards than what's on the board. You just took them underneath your board.
Quickly show.
This is like your backpack here. So yeah, these are the player trays, and this is what you'll use to store the game away. And what you do is you just put that on, pop a plastic cover on it, and that's it. You can get the game out and put it away in like 5 minutes. That's why these are in these plastic trays. So I've gained, you can have that. Yeah. Did you have that? That. And right. So then what will happen is we will basically carry on playing and we will play the next round. And in that next round, we will go to various places on the board. So let's say, for example, that we travel to, let's say that I travel to Greendale. I have to spend 4 cards to get to Greendale. I would have had 5 in hand.
Do I wake up then from being unconscious?
Yeah, we are hand waving the next few rounds just to finish the quests. Just to give you an idea of how it plays without going into the full details. But essentially, if I want to move from there to there and then from there to there, that's going to cost me 4 cards. And then I have arrived in Greendale. So all of these locations which have the signs, these are all described in the region book. And if I just put this on here, this is the region book and all of the different locations are in here. So Greendale, you will see that we've got some flavor text about what Greendale is. And these are all different things that you can do there. And the cost is in cards. So as we said earlier on, everything you want to do in the game costs cards. So we can spend 1 card to visit the local healer and do all of that. Can spend 1 card and go to the market. Can spend 2 cards to do this, which gets all sorts of extra quests and things like that. Now, some of them you'll notice here, this one here requires memory 2A. So you can only do this if you have memory 2A. And the memories are all on this board here. So this board here for this region tracks all of the different memories that we've got, and we don't have memory 2A, so we can't actually do that particular thing. Nor can we do the next one either because it's 2B. But what I'm going to do is I am going to spend 1 card and I'm going to spend 15 coins and I'm going to go and visit the healer, reducing my fatigue to 0, restoring my wounds to maximum, and also reducing my wounds by 1. So I reduce my wounds by 1 and I go through my deck and I get rid of one of those wounds that I don't want. Now, while I'm here at Greendale, I can also resolve this quest. So if we see on the other side of the quest, we will see we get a bit of flavour as well, and we get conclusion. So we gain memory 11B and 12A. So these are the little memory counters. We're going to go on here. So we need 11. Oh, we already had 11A. So we've now got 11B.
Yeah.
And we get 12A. And those memories are going to unlock other quests and other things that we can do at the various locations. We also, as you can see on here, we get 2 rare dice each and 2 uncommon dice each. We get 10 money each, and we get 17 experience points. So I'm going to track the experience points on my player board. So I'm now up to 38. And that is enough for us to go up a level. And we're actually going to show you going up a level today, just to give you an idea of how that plays out. That quest is now done, so that has completed. Right. Another thing that you can do in the game is you can teleport. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to teleport back to Hearthstead, and you can do this by basically discarding any number of cards from your hand. I believe you can even do it with no cards, but I'm just going to teleport back to Hearthstead. So on your turn, if you want to also come to Hearthstead...
Do I wake up from being unconscious?
I think so. I think it's just for that fight. I hope so.
Yeah.
I've not completely checked the rules on going unconscious. But if we say you teleport to Hearthstead...
Yes, please.
Then when everybody is in Hearthstead, you can rest. So resting is the action where all party members have to be present, and you basically do all of this stuff. It is a complete reset. You discard all of your cards.
Yeah.
Any ongoing adventures you had are gone. You get your health back to max. You set your fatigue to 0. So actually, I didn't need to pay 15 coins to go to the healer. I could have done it here.
Yeah.
You remove all status cards. You shuffle your discard part. Your culled cards come back. So those culled cards, which I mentioned earlier on, that are removed from your deck temporarily, they now come back in. And at this point, we roll loot dice and collect loot. And then we're going to level up if applicable. So let's first of all go through the loot dice. Basically get to roll them. And there's various things on them. So this is telling me...
You got those as well.
Oh, I've got these as well?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. So now these are going to change. At the moment, they've got letters on to tell you which kind of loot you're going to get, but they are going to change them. The arrow means that I can re-roll another dice. So I'm going to re-roll, for example, this one. So I've decided I don't want that one. If you have 2 arrows, they can upgrade to a better version of that dice. Okay, so I get 10 money. I get 2 rare items, an uncommon item, and 2 common items. So all of the items are just in decks, and you just shuffle the deck, and you randomly pick up one. So use my arrow to re-roll the rare. I did. I re-rolled to get the rare, and I still got a rare. So I get an uncommon item. Now these are all tier 1. I don't know how you get access to tier 2. 2 common items and 2 rare items. Okay, so let's see what we get. Ethereal ring, splintered sword, an iron dagger, and oh, look at that. Now, to be honest, once you get to the level that we're at, remember, we're in region 1. We are still in the Heartland Prairies, which is the first region in the game, and this will take you from levels 1 to 15. So if you've ever played an MMO, this is basically killing monsters and getting loot, which is pretty much of no use whatsoever.
Yeah.
But we're going to sell this for half the money. However, we've got some nice items here. Yeah. So these items actually are relics. They're going to come with special cards. And you'll notice on them that there is a space here, which means you can get an affix to it. So that's where you get these cards. And this is a printing error. These are going to be in white. Don't worry. And the game comes with sleeves, so you can actually slot that in, and you craft cards. So you can craft your items. It's like enchanting them to making them better. But yeah, this Twilight looks really good for me. So I'm tempted to replace my existing weapon with this one.
That's good.
Because that's quite cool. Now, another thing while we're here that I want to mention is I've been trying to do this. So my objective was to play 2 spells in a single turn. And once I'd done that 10 times, which I did, I get this title. So we need to get the title cards wherever we've put them. Have you got them or have I got them?
I thought you had them.
I think I've got them. Yeah, and I get the Spellslinger title. So that card is going to go into my deck. And yeah, that becomes part of my deck.
And if you Taking Twilight, you get the Spell Sword card as well.
And I get the Spell Sword Relic, which would be
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So whenever you play a melee card, no, I don't do that. I don't do melee cards. So, yeah, I don't know. Now, I've also noticed on these cards, there's 0 cost. Does that mean you can't sell them?
Means they're not worth anything to sell.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, they're worth 0. That seems odd. That seems very odd. Right, let's talk about leveling up. So to level up to level 11, and you do get a character sheet where you track your level, it's going to cost us 30 XP. Now, we do have 38. I've got 38.
I got 38, yeah.
So I spend 30 XP, and we go up to level 11. Now, I'll just show you this character sheet on here. Level 11 doesn't increase our health or our wounds. This is where it goes up. So your health starts at 6. Once you get to level 3, it goes up to 7. Once you get to level 7, it goes up to 8. Once you get to level 9, it goes up to 9. So when you get to level 11, your health doesn't go up and your wounds don't go up. So what's the point of getting to level 11? Well, this is the point where we need to talk about deck construction, which is a really big part of this game. And this is where the customization in creating your character comes in. So let's just have a closer look at the deck of cards which I had. Let's get rid of the wounds because they're bad cards. So I'm just going to split my cards up into different types. So first of all, I have 3 different types of cards in my deck. I have mystic cards. This is because I am a mystic. And your character, when you are a mystic, starts off only with the starter cards in your deck. So that one, that one, that one, that one, and that one, right? And you must always have these starter cards in your deck, at least for now. But then, because I'm a level 11 mystic, I can have 11 points worth of mystic cards. So, although I already have 2 pesky pings from my starter deck, I can buy another pesky ping for 1, which is I did, and you're allowed to have a maximum of 3. I also have an ethereal shield, which costs me 1, and I have precognitive vision that costs me 1, and I have my grand my grand finale that costs me 7. So this is where I have 10 points of class points on my cards. Now, because I'm level 11, I basically get 1 more class point. Now, that doesn't mean I have to add 1 class point to my deck. What I can do is I could say, let's have a look through these and have a look and go, oh, that looks quite a nice card, which costs 3. So what I could do is I could say, well, I'm going to remove those 2 and I'm going to add that. Basically, you can completely tweak and customize your deck every time you level up and build a new character build of the cards that you've got. Well, that's your class. Now, in order to explain how the other cards work, we need to have a look at my board. So your starting character will contain what's called skills. And you'll see that the Mystic, I have 1 nature, 1 ward weaving, and 1 resilience. And then you get additional skills based on the items that you have equipped. So if we look at my ward weaving skill, I have 1 innately, I have 2 from here, I have 1 from here, and I have 1 from here. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5 points of ward weaving, which means I can have 5 points worth of ward weaving cards in my deck. Now, if I had a ward weaving card that cost 5, I could just have 1 of those cards, but I've got a 3 and a 1 and a 1. So again, you can customize how you spend your skill points however you want to. Also, I have these cards. Now, these are conjuration cards, and I've got 5 points worth of those. I have no conjuration innately. I have 2 from this. I have 1 from this, but I also have 1 magic from the staff and 1 magic from the mystic robe. Now, magic can be used for a variety of skills, including conjuration. So that's why I've got 5 points of conjuration. Now, that is my entire deck. So you might be thinking, well, hang on a minute, Paul. You've got 1 nature, you've got 1 resilience, and you've got 1 aegis, and you've got 1 pyromancy. Why are you not using them? Well, this is one of the careful balances when you're building your deck. I could add a nature card, a pyromancy card, an aegis card, if I wanted to, and a resilience card, but then I would be adding 4 cards to my deck. And as any of you who've played any kind of card games know, you might think, well, if I'm adding 4 cards to this deck, I am therefore reducing the chance of getting the cards I want. You're diluting your deck. So the danger is that you spend all of your points to have a big deck, but then you're never getting the combos together.
Mm-hmm.
And your deck, just out of interest, has all sorts of cards from all sorts of different places.
Yeah. I've got Bladecraft, Bulwark, Water Weaving, Momentum, Brutality.
Yeah.
All sorts of different things. And Guardian is obviously my class.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And as your equipment changes, so let's say, for example, I decided I don't want this polished staff anymore, which gave me magic, pyromancy, and conjuration. Let's say I got rid of that and replaced it with this. Then all of a sudden, I've lost conjuration and magic. So I can't have those cards in my deck anymore that I had earlier, but I would now be retuning my deck and I would be getting different cards. So every single time you level up and every single time you get new equipment in the game,
respecking,
you can respec your character every time you do that. And as I mentioned at the start, the game goes up to level 40.
Yeah.
Now, I assume that you're going to get very, very powerful when you get to level 40, because that's 40 points of cards in your deck.
A lot, yeah.
And I don't know if Brendan or Luke can actually tell us what's the highest in the game, not in the prototype, but in the game in total, what's the highest SP cost of a card, or CP cost of a card? CP, isn't it? Class points.
Yeah.
You know, is there a 40-point card? I'm guessing not. I'm guessing there isn't.
Or you just have more of the high numbers, you know?
Yeah. So we've been playing for a couple of hours today. We are going to be wrapping things up fairly soon. What else in the game should we show off? Like the other things that you can do on the Overland board that we've not done. Shall we talk about a quest which doesn't start a combat? Because not every quest starts a combat.
Yeah.
So pick one of the other quests and let's pretend that we're going to do that quest.
So
7. 7 currently.
Currently, okay.
Yeah. So your Obliterate is the most expensive card in the game.
Stock market.
So this quest, if we decided to do this one next, would be that we need to go to this location here and we need to lead the bull to Weisman's home. So literally we just need to go to this location and there's a little bit of flavor text. And then once we're there, we spend a card to engage, because you always have to spend cards to do things. And this is an encounter, isn't it? HP6? I thought HP6s were always encounters. Were always fights.
Oh, were they?
Yes, it is.
Ah.
Yeah, this is a fight. This one.
I picked a fight.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to find a quest which doesn't include a fight.
Well, all these are guys.
But I think all of them do.
Yes. I didn't
Okay.
realise that. Yeah,
Right. There are some other quests which don't involve engaging or fights or anything else. We did some earlier on today which weren't. Let's see if we can find some more.
Yeah, any of these. Like,
Well, these are the early ones. Yeah, so this was a quest that we did really early on. It's one of the initial starting quests, and it basically says you just need to go to the landmark and visit the sage, and once you've done that, you then flip this over, and then you go back to Hearthstead, and it gives you XP. This is all about kind of learning the game, because by doing this, by going to the sage, that's how you get the renown cards. And just as a reminder, the renown cards are these, which are the like mini objectives, gives you something to do and gives you a bonus if you get it. Kind of like the achievements in MMOs, you know, do this a certain number of times and we're going to give you a nice little bonus. This one, for example, is you need to gather 1 supply and mine 1 mineral. So it's teaching you that you need to travel around the board, you need to go to these locations, you need to gather resources. Once you've done that, you can then flip it over, go back to Clovershire, and it tells you, this is where you get vocation points, and you can start learning a vocation and things like that. Speaking of the board, we've already seen gathering resources, because I did that early on. We haven't seen encampments. So I got you to read the rules on this
did.
earlier.
Yeah.
Because we might have done it if we had time.
Yeah.
Explain to us how this works. We have 3 encampments on the board, and we can go to that location and we can attack it. Is that right?
Yeah, basically you can trigger a kind of like a raid on an encampment, and depending on the little notches on the world map will depend on the level of that encampment. So for example, this one in the bottom left here is kind of your
So
level
that's
1.
difficulty 2.
Difficulty 2, but
Yeah.
it's the encampment 1 out of your scenario book
Right,
here.
okay. Let's put this on.
Put it on top there.
Let's pop it on here.
And basically, it's like a wave system where
Okay.
you'll have a battle, and you'll have a bunch of enemies, and throughout the game, for all the different enemy types you encounter, they're going to go into the bag.
Yes, we haven't mentioned that, have we?
No,
we
you
have
haven't.
a bag which contains all of the counters of any enemies that you've previously encountered.
Yeah, it's like thieves and imps and things that we've encountered in the earlier
and
game.
this is used whenever you need to randomly determine an enemy.
Yeah.
So what you'll do is you'll draw an enemy out of the bag, and that will be a bandit.
Yeah.
What type of bandit was it?
It's a
It was a
thief.
It
Well, there's
was
a
no,
brute.
brute.
There's
That
a
was
brute,
it. It was
yeah.
a brute bandit, and that brute will have a particular threat level.
Yeah.
And you keep drawing tokens out of here until you've reached the threat level.
Yeah, so for example here would be 3 threat for 2 characters on wave 1. And then we proceed to have a fight, just like you've seen. If we win, we get this loot, goes into the loot pool. So we get 8 gold. That'll go into the loot pool, and we can make a decision to cut and run and take the money. Or we go, you know what, we
can go
fancy
to
a bit
wave
more,
2.
we go for wave 2. Gets harder.
Yeah.
We get some more loot. In this case will be your orange dice.
Yep.
Again, we can cut and run, or we go right to the end, wave 3, and get a bunch more stuff, including XP. So it's another way of leveling up.
Okay. It's another thing that you can do on
Yeah.
the board. And am I right in thinking that once you have defeated an encampment at level 3, you cover the encampment up on the board?
Either, I think whenever you cut and run out of an encampment,
Yeah.
you're done.
Oh, that's
in
it.
the game, remember reading the rules, it says you
That
basically
encampment
complete
is done.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Go make your choices, really.
Okay.
Yeah.
And there's also the mobs. So
Yeah.
we mentioned earlier on very briefly, but if the mobs attack you, then you set up a random combat encounter. So depending on the difficulty of the mob, which is the number of little pips on the skull, will tell you which map you use, where they go, etc., etc. And again, you're drawing tokens from the bag in order to determine what the enemies are.
Yeah.
So some of the combat boards are
Smaller boards.
little small boards,
Yeah.
but the rules for those are they work in exactly the same way.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty much it. I think we've shown off some of the game. What you can't see, and let's just bring it down to give you an idea. This is what's included in the prototype. These are all decks of cards for all of the different ways that you can customize your character. So we've seen you've got some Aegis cards, ward weaving, some nature cards, brutality, bulwark, shadow, sharp point, resilience, bladecraft, conjuration, reflex, pyromancy, momentum, and they're your guardian cards.
Guardian ones.
And yeah, these will all be based on the different pieces of equipment that you equip for yourself, which will allow you to customize your deck by adding these cards in. And there's going to be all sorts of combos that work well with different cards from different decks. But I think that's it. Brendan is saying encampments can be repeated.
Okay.
They have the check mark on them when they are done, and then they reset when you rest. Ah, right. Okay, so every time you rest,
You can't farm them too
you
much.
can't farm them
Yeah.
too much. Okay, they reset.
That makes sense.
Also, when you rest, all of the mobs disappear,
Yeah.
but then come back on in their default locations.
Yeah.
So they're basically the random monsters will move around. Now, there is also one final thing before we go, and I don't know much about this except to show you this board, which is
Looks
that.
like it folds. Yeah.
Okay, so we have another board here, and we have something in the back called the Threshold Dungeon. So from what I know about the game is that there is actually a big boss fight thing at the end of the region before you then progress into the next region. I don't know the details of this, but there is components in here for to do that. We're done. Thank you very much for joining me this afternoon. Thank you very much, Brendan and Luke, for your support. This is a sponsored playthrough video, so a big thank you to Open Owl Studios for supporting me and supporting the channel. That means you're not going to get any actual opinions from us in this game. Our job here is to show you as much of the game as we can to give you a flavour and an idea of what the game has in it. Bearing in mind, this is a prototype. It is still early access. There's a lot of work still going on with the game, and there's going to be a whole lot more content than this. You've just seen a small part of it today. I'm really keen to see what Region 3 is like in level 35 characters. But having played MMOs a lot in the past, you start off when you're playing and you get a quest to kill 10 boars and you get level 2 and you're like, yeah. And then you're at level 60 and suddenly you're like, oh my God, pressing all these buttons. Yeah. But I feel, not giving my opinions on the game, I feel this does capture that MMO experience. What I am missing, though, in this game is an achievement list.
Yeah.
Where, because to really represent the MMO experience that I had, I need basically something that's going to take my life away from me and ruin it by making me, every day, I must get the game out, play it, travel somewhere, deliver a piece of cake, put the game away.
It's like a daily perks.
A daily thing that I have quest. To do. And it takes me 2 hours every day of my life. And I do that for a month to get a little tick in a box.
Yeah. That's what you need.
That's what the MMO experience was for me. Yeah. I'm only joking. The game is not going to have that. But MMOs do have the habit of sucking your life away from you by making you do things repeatedly in order to just get a little tick in a box.
Yeah.
But this game's not going to have that. So, it does have the renown cards, which is a nice way of doing it.
Yeah.
We're all done. Campaign goes live a week on Tuesday 28th of October. I will be back from Essen on that day, but the reason I've done this today is we're going to Essen tomorrow.
Yeah.
And there is no way in 7 days' time that I will be in any fit state to do a live stream with a new game. So good luck with the campaign. I hope it does well, and I'll cover the game again when it's out. This is the kind of game that I can see me doing a full playthrough. Yeah. I have no idea how long that would take.
A while, but
based on this taking an hour for that battle, it might take a while. But we're all done. Thank you very much for watching. Cheers, everybody.
Thank you.